Hello everyone. Today we're moving on to chapter 3 of the book of Proverbs. And I want to focus today on the well-known and much loved portion at the heart of this chapter, which is still continuing the theme of wise advice to the young in order for them to live blessed lives. Once again in this chapter, wisdom is extolled with a beautiful description. In verse 13, "Happy is the man who finds wisdom, and the man who gains understanding, for her proceeds are better than the profits of silver, and her gain than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things you may desire cannot compare with her. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand riches and honour. Her ways are the ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace." So what's the focus of my thought today? What's the wise advice we are given here? This section, I believe, is found in verse 4 through to verse 10, and I'm going to read them for you. "And so find favour and high esteem in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Honour the Lord with your possessions and with the first fruits of your increase, so your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats overflow with new wine. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest his correction. For whom the Lord loves, he corrects, just as a father the son in whom he delights." I think we can sum up the essence of these words by just one word: trust. Most of us would love, I'm sure, to find favour and high esteem in the sight of God and man, which is how this portion starts. And the secret is trust. Throughout our lives, we have to place our trust in so many things and so many people. Those of us who are in a marriage have to have complete trust in our spouse, with whom we share everything about our lives. We have to trust the government and our politicians dealing with a once-in-a-generation pandemic. We have to trust our doctors when we submit to medical and surgical procedures. And we have to trust our financial institutions with our money matters. We trust all these institutions and we rely on them being trustworthy. The truth is, all these institutions can let us down. Proverbs 3 advises us wisely to place our whole trust in God, whom we can trust. To find favour and esteem with God and man, it says, trust the Lord with all your heart. Trust him for your life. Trust him with your substance. Trust him even when he chastises you, for he knows best. Trust him for your life. Don't lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways ask him for his direction, and he will direct your paths. Trust him with your substance, the first fruits. Give God what is God's. He gives right back to you. I remember Granville Tyler, one of our old late elders. He used to say, shovel into God and he'll shovel right back to you, and remember, his shovel is much bigger than yours. Your barns will be full. Trust him for your correction also. You see, a child is far more likely to love and respect a parent who provides clear guidance for behaviour and who chastises the child when he does wrong. Most children will say that they learned better and respected much more a firm but fair teacher who had good discipline in the classroom, rather than a teacher or indeed a parent who took an anything goes kind of approach, where there was little or no discipline or correction in the class or in the home. So we need to trust God to know what's best for us. Do not despise the correction of the Lord, verse 11 tells us. Each time I reverse out of my drive, there's usually a car parked directly opposite. and I have to reverse negotiate my car very carefully backwards, accelerating to get up the slope of my drive and stopping just in time to avoid hitting the car behind me. I have to hit the foot brake just in time. I have complete trust that when I hit that brake, the car will stop. On my drive, when I come to traffic lights, when I hit a zebra crossing, pardon the pun, my life, the lives of my passengers, the lives of other road users are completely dependent on my trust that when I press that foot brake, my car will stop. Now, if I can trust the mechanics of a small pedal with my life, how much more can you and I trust God with our lives? I hope you have a great day.